And a pleasant good morning to you and yours, and welcome back to the Brevard Sports Network. Alan Slaughterzinski with you here this morning, and welcome. Uh, you're not on there. As we get set here for game two this morning, let's get you the lineup. That's Blaine Werkheiser. Starting a little early this morning. So we will go over the lineup with you here, and the first ball gets away, the grounder to Caden Doherty gets past the first baseman. All right, so let me give you the lineup here this morning. Got that from Nick Galluzzi. All right, right now in the field, over at first base is Brady Kearns. Down at second base is Brady Jensen. Over at shortstop, Nick Cunningham, and at the hot corner, Caden Doherty. Give it to shortstop. In left field, Dom Delgado. In center, Derek Galluzzi, and over in right is Brody Vogel. Behind the plate is Luca Bon Jovi, and on the mound is Blaine Werkheiser. Now, I can't control the camera angle, so I apologize that you only see part of the batter there, but as you see the first pitch there, I'm not sure what that pitch is. Turn the sound up a little bit. Werkheiser turns to check the runner. Now they're playing South Loudon, Virginia, the host team here in Broadway. Now, South Loudon got a pretty good little league. Not only do they have a team in the junior Southeast regionals, but they also have a team in Warner Robins as well. So Werkheiser, the pitch, low and outside for a ball. Behind the plate is Luca Bon Jovi. Werkheiser comes through the set. Werkheiser fires. That'll be a walk. So, we called a strike. So, 3 balls and 1 strike to the hitter, and we've already begun with the little wheel there. We are live in the BSN studios here. We'll get to that coming up in a minute. As the Little League really likes that fake play back to second base, don't they? High school and Little League. They love that play, don't they? Happens to drive me nuts, personally. That is a short trip. The 3-1. And that is inside. Let's see if we can't get the scoreboard set up here. Let's see here. See if we can. This is the number 3 hitter for Loudon. And Nick Galluzzi. I'll tell you how good Nick is. Or at least lucky Nick is. There's a chopper to the shortstop. Fielded. No play. Over to first. Scooped by Kearns. And Kearns gets the out. So 1 out here. I'll tell you how good Nick Galluzzi is. He's yet to, since the state tournament, he has yet to lose a coin flip. He didn't lose a coin flip in the state this for the home team. He didn't lose a coin flip in the state tournament. So it was the home team in every game there. And so far, through 2 here in the Southeast Regionals, he's not lost a coin flip. And Werkheiser's first pitch offering to number 4 hitter is drilled into right field. That'll score 2 Virginia runs, and Virginia quickly takes a 2-0 lead, and an error and a walk scores, and it's 2-0. Top of the first, 1 out. Runner at first, 2 in for Virginia. Can you see the scoreboard okay? Okay. So VSLL in a little bit of trouble here early. Have surrendered 2 runs in the top of the first. Those walks and those errors will get you every time. That'll be low and outside. The runner takes second, and he'll advance. And that's a ball. Werkheiser comes set. Runner at second. Pitch outside for another ball. 2-0 now. Swung on and missed for a strike. 2-1. That ball get away, and the runner will advance to third, and that'll be 3-1 now. So 3 balls and a strike. 2-0 Virginia on top of Vieira Suntree Little League here in the top of the first inning as Luca Bon Jovi goes out to have a conversation. All right, I'm back. I actually have the button today where I can turn the sound off so that the music doesn't mute half the broadcast. Three one, and that'll be a walk. So now runners at first and third. Eddie Medolfi steps in for Loudon, Virginia. South Loudon Little League, I should say. So runners at first and third here. The top of the first, 2 in, 1 out. Just 1 out here. Pitch from Werkheiser. That'll be a strike. Low. As Luca fakes the throw, the catcher's indifference. Now runners at second and third with 1 out. Blaine just going to work from the wind up here. Pitch. There's a ground ball. Back to Werkheiser. Turns, checks the runner, goes to first. They'll get the shore out. Nice play by Blaine, and they got the runner. I can't see if they got him in a pickle. And they got him. They got him. They turned the double play. They catch the runner hanging off of third base. And what a big play by Vieira Suntree Little League to get 2 outs there. The ball was hit back to Blaine Werkheiser. And he turned and checked the runner, got the shore out at first, and then the heads-up play to get the runner at third. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, 1 left. We head to the bottom of the first. Virginia 2, Vieira Suntree Little League coming to bat. Got that figured out? There's a, see the arrow on that thing? Okay, well, if you hit that, what's that say? Now what? Okay, hit it again. All right, let's go through the Vieira Suntree Little League lineup here. Leading off will be Brady Jensen. Derek Galluzzi's batting second. Caden Doherty third. Dom Delgado fourth. Blaine Werkheiser fifth. Brody Vogel sixth. Nick Cunningham seventh. Luca Bon Jovi eighth. And Brady Kearns ninth. Your subs today are Keon Crockett, Nathan Burris, Cammy Potts, Owen Staharzik, Zach El-Arashi, Dave Jensen, Jake Vogel, the coaches. Jensen at first, and Nick Galluzzi will be down at third. What's that? All right, welcome back. As Jensen goes to step in. I don't know much about their pitchers. I do know that once again, if you're just joining us, the little they've got quite a little league. South Loudon, they've got a team in Warner Robins and a team here in Broadway, Virginia as well. So, and that is a ball, I believe. Turn the sound back up, see if I can't hear the umpire because I can't see the plate. That'll be a strike. 1-1 to Mr. Jensen, who had a big day yesterday. Outside for a ball, 2-1. I tell you, I don't know why they got all day. It looks like this field has lights, so I'm not exactly sure why they forced these kids to play at 9 o'clock in the morning. That would be my only thing. Swung on and missed with the high heat. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Brady. Do me a favor. Grab a pen, write the password down on that. Pitch. Jensen fights it off. The 2-2. And we got a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Jensen. Bottom of the first, 2-0. No, you're not done. Right. All right, there we go. We got the view there. Pitch. Jensen gets into one, lofted into shallow right field. Did he make that catch? He does. Nice catch by the right fielder there. And that's 1 out. Derek Galluzzi steps in now. Good play by the right fielder. So a tale of 2 starts for Virginia and VSLL. As Derek Galluzzi steps in. Pitch. It'll be low for ball 1. Trying to figure out how to get these emojis off. Well, I guess it can't hurt. That's a strike. 2-1. Galluzzi fouls one off, and that'll even the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Derek. The 2-2. Strike 3 called. 2 outs. And that'll bring up Caden Doherty. High for a ball. 1-0. There's a base hit. 2-out base hit by Caden Doherty. So Vsll Little League gets a runner on with 2 outs here. They've done a lot in the last 2 tournaments with 2 outs as Dom Delgado steps in. Dom yesterday with the long fly ball to center field that scored Brady Jensen for the walk-off 7-6 win in 7 against Irmo, South Carolina. So Dom, one of the scrappiest hitters I think I've seen at the plate in Little League, steps up. Here's the pitch, and he's first pitch swinging. He fouls that back. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Dom. Runner checks. I don't know about that. I think 2 outs. I think you got to go after the batter here. And that's 2 straight over. And he throws the ball away. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now there's a runner in scoring position with 2 outs here. So good for Caden Doherty there. I guess he had a big enough lead to worry the pitcher. And in this situation with 2 outs, go after the hitter. So the 1-1 to Delgado is way upstairs for ball 2, 2-1. Two to nothing, Virginia on top. An error and a walk in the first inning led to 2 Virginia runs. An error and a walk and a base hit, I should say, led to 2 Virginia runs. And that's where we are here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. The 2-1, and Dom Delgado lifts one down the right field line, and that'll be out number 3. So that'll do it for the top of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 1 left. We head to the top of inning number 2 with Virginia on top, 2-0. Sorry about that. That's a walk. One of the downsides to doing the game from home, which is where we are, is you can't control the delivery people. So I had to sign for a package. My apologies there. I didn't realize you still had to sign for packages anymore in this day and age. I thought they just threw them up at your house. As Dave Jensen comes out and has a conversation. So we are in the top of inning number 2 with a runner at first now. And nobody out here, I don't think. I want to thank Todd Werkheiser for all of his efforts there. Yesterday was quite a battle for Todd, as signal issues and overheating. Give me your phone so I can at least look at the comments. Pitch would be high for a ball. Thank you. Yeah, John, I agree. Strike zone. All right, are you in as? Oh, okay. Well, switch it because I need to delete those comments. Those fake streams before anybody clicks on those streams because they all they want is your credit card. Popped it to shallow right field, and it'll drop in. And now we got runners at first and second with nobody out here in the top of the second. All right, thank you, sir. Squares the bunt, and that is a ball. Or a strike, actually, my bad. He kept lunged at it. I think if you're Blaine here, you just got to tell. Just go after the hitter here. Just got to go after the batter. Pitch outside for a ball. Last time Blaine pitched in the state championship game, pitched 2 innings. Didn't give up any runs. I thought we had frozen there. That was an awful long set there from Blaine. I was like, uh-oh, did we freeze? Runners are off. And, whoa! Could this be a triple play? And it is! Vieira turns a triple play! The runners were off and running. What a play by the second baseman. I don't know it. Brady Jensen turns a triple play. You don't see that often. How about it? So that'll get you out of an inning every time, won't it? So we head to the bottom of the second inning on the triple play turned by Jensen. Jensen caught the liner, flipped it to the shortstop, Nick Cunningham, who fired over to first, and everybody's out. All right, Blaine Werkheiser steps in. First pitch offering to Blaine is high for a ball. I need to get back to that page. It's going to ask me for a code that I copied. Code is copied. Just put it in. There's a slow roller foul. That one went off of Blaine's foot. Yeah, that's correct. Winner does get tomorrow. It's a great point, John. Winner does indeed get tomorrow off. So 2-2 here to Blaine. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Pitcher's calling for it. Shouldn't be. But he's out. One out. this will bring up Brody Vogel. First pitch to Vogel. That's a strike. Now, if you're just joining us here today for the first time, if there are signal issues, we stay with the stream until Todd comes back. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Can you get me back there if I go to the email? Because I got to go back to the email. The new code's copied. Pitch. Pop down the left field line. In foul territory, it looks. And it looks like it'll go out of play there. So Vogel, with the ball and 2 strikes, lives to play another day here at this at bat at least. 2-0, Virginia on top here in the bottom of the second inning. Goodness. He chased one, but gets around on it. And that'll drop for a base hit. So a 1-out base hit for Brody Vogel. And looks like Nick Cunningham stepping in. You're just joining us, Vsll Vs Little League, with a tale of 2 innings. The first inning committed an error, and in the second inning turned a triple play. The pitch to Nick. Nick swings and misses, strike 1. Big lead over there, it looks like, by Vogel. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Coming up a little bit later on here today is going to be the kickoff of their youth football season. Also, if you happen to have a student athlete that plays football for Vsll, their equipment handout is today as well. So our game will be between Rockledge and Tri-County down out of Port St. Lucie. 12U. Vogel, the lead at first, is off and running the hit and run. And that's, did he get him? He does at second. Did he turn to double play? I can't tell, but he does get Vogel. Actually, the hit and run, a really good idea there, but it ends up biting Suntry Vieira as the hit was up the middle, which drew the second baseman in, and he happened to be there for what probably would have been a base hit. So now there's 2 outs here in the inning with a runner at first as Luca Bon Jovi steps in. Outside for a ball. 1-0. I want to say good morning to everybody and welcome here to Brevard Sports Network, picking up the feed from Todd Werkheiser out of Broadway, Virginia this morning. Swung on and missed, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, 1 on, 2-0, Virginia on top here. And again, with 2 outs and a strike on the batter, the pitcher elects to throw over to first. I get it. You're not going to stop these guys from taking bases. But here's the thing. He threw the ball away the last time, swung on, and missed. Strike 2. If I'm the manager, I'm telling the young man, go get the batter. high. 2-2. So our first deuces wild situation of the day. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 on, 2-0 in the second inning. Lots of twos on the table. What's the turn card pitch to number 2-2 going to be here? Luca Bon Jovi. Pitcher comes to the set, goes over to first, and back in time. Is the runner. So we'll do it all over again at the plate here. Strike 3 called, and that'll end the inning. So we head to the top of the third inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. 2-0, Virginia. Right now in Broadway, Virginia, obviously you see the clouds. It's 76 degrees in Broadway. So 76 degrees as Blaine Werkheiser takes the bump for the top of the third inning here. There's Cameron Potts there. As Luca Bon Jovi made the final out, so it takes some time to get his equipment put back on. Text me over that lineup. Unless you got it.
I got it.
Okay, we're good? Okay. All right, so I should be able to print it. Hopefully. Yeah, you did it. My man Caleb. We have this beautiful new super high speed internet router in the studio, and so we've had to hook all the devices up to it because it's got a new password, and this printer we could not figure out. So that's what Caleb's been working on all morning. So thank you, Caleb, for finally getting that figured in. And I'm not. And if you know me, I'm as patient can be, right? Here we go with deep bottom, top of the third, first pitch swing, back to the fence for strike 1. For that ball is lofted into the gap and will get down and around first and on his way to second for a leadoff double, Virginia. So runner at second now here in the top of the third as we are back to the top of the lineup for South Loudon Little League. Thanks, sir. Perfecto. Now, we'll be with you the entire way here. Same way, same stream, the whole 9 yards. Pitch. Fouled off for strike 1. That's the lineup coming through. The football lineup. It is Kearns, Jensen, Cunningham, and Doherty around the infield. Werkheiser and Bon Jovi. In terms of the battery mates from left to right in the outfield, it's Delgado, Galluzzi, and Vogel. Yeah. Werkheiser. Pitch. High for a ball. Not sure what Coach Jensen was inquiring about there, but Dave had something he wanted to get off his mind there. He does, and we're ready. If you're just joining us, scoreboard in the upper right-hand corner, top of the third. Runner is at second now. I don't know why that jumped off. I don't know what the holdup is here. 1-1 to the hitter. No outs. Swung on and missed for strike two. Blaine's done a heck of a job behind the plate in these tournaments, district, sectional, state now. There's a shot into center field. That's going to fall around third to score the third run is Virginia. And it is 3-0 now. Off the single. The middle, this is the middle part of their lineup. I don't have their lineup, but the middle, they hit, I think they scored something like 40-some runs in the state tournament. They allowed 11 runs in, I think, 4 games in their state tournament. And again, this is a little league that is delayed steal, and it'll work. So the delayed steal works, but back to their Little League, South Loudon Little League. Yeah, they do, Mark. There's no doubt about that. They definitely got some big young men. Their league right below this, the ones that actually play for the Little League World Series in Williamsport, is right now playing in Warner Robins in the Southeast region for that age group as well. So between that age group and this age group, they're set for a couple of years. I wouldn't want to be that high school, have to play that high school in that area in the next couple of years, because it seems like if you're that baseball coach, you're pretty excited about your future. And of course, that league, if you remember a couple of years ago when Vieira Country Little League went to Warner Robins, all those games are on ESPN Plus. It's a strike. I've not been paying attention to the balls and strikes, so I apologize there. I'm looking at, so it looks like a ball or striking a ball here, 1-1. Runner is at second, trying to get used to the scoreboard, which you don't normally operate because we don't normally have the signal capacity to do so. But it's a nice feature when you can use it. That'll be a strike. So he was headed to first, so it looks like it's 3-2. He thought that was a ball. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to the hitter. 3-0. Virginia on top. 2 in the first and 1 here so far in the third. That was the same spot. And that's a ball. So first and second now with nobody out here. So the catcher's coming up now for South Loudon Little League. Or Loudon South Little League is what it's officially called. The amazing thing is that today the juniors team plays playing Florida, obviously, and their little league team plays Florida as well at 1 p.m. I don't know who that little league team from Florida is, where that team is represented out of. And Blaine right now is toying with the runner at second. Got to get this batter. There's nobody out here. Last time this situation arose, Vieira turned a triple play and pops that up. Or actually, it drops down, and there's going to be no play, and bases are going to be loaded with nobody out here in the top of the third inning for Loudon South Little League. They got a walk-off win the other night in that tournament, in that Southeast Region tournament in Warner Robins over North Carolina. Swung on and missed for strike one. 4-3. Werkheiser working now. Bases loaded, nobody out. Top of the third, 1 in. And another, looks like another big bat at the plate here. pitch. Outside for a ball. No place to put him, obviously. There you see the 3 white dots on your screen to the right. Those are occupied bases. Everywhere you look is a Virginian. Fouled off for a strike. So Blaine with an opportunity now here with 2 strikes to get it out. The infield is in all the way around from Kearns to Dockery. Try to get the force at home. You simply need to touch a bag now. Kearns working from the windup. Here's the pitch. Just misses. 2-2. Definitely can't walk him. Here's a ground ball foul. Pitch. And he does walk him, my apologies. So it's 3 balls there. It's tough to keep up with these balls and strikes sometimes. So that is the 4th run of the game and 2nd run of the inning. And this one is starting to get away from Vieira Suntree Little League a little bit here. And that could do it for Blaine Werkheiser as Coach Nick Galluzzi comes out. And I believe that will do it for Blaine. So Coach Galluzzi signals to the center fielder. And if that's the case, it's Derek. We'll be back here on BSN and just All right, the new pitcher is Brady Jensen. Infield in. Base is still loaded. Top of the third, 4-0. And Jensen's first offering is hammered into left field. What a catch! The runner will tag, throw, can't get him, but a great catch out there in left field by Dom Delgado. If that's still Delgado out there. He started out there. Let's see if I can't see the number when he turns around, because that is one heck of a catch as Delgado laid out there, and he just saved 3 runs. 5-0. Virginia on top. Runners at first and second now. Did he call a hit? I think you're going to talk about this. They may have called a hit here. They did. Huh. I can't see the bag at first. Yeah, he's safe. They called that a hit, a trap. So still nobody out. Base is still loaded. I can't argue the call because I couldn't see it. So I couldn't argue. I can't argue because I don't know. I can only see the effort. It looked like a really good one there. The runners held up. Thank you. All right, yeah. So bases are still loaded. 1 in. Actually, 3 in here. In the top of the third. And that ball gets away, and 6-0. And they'll get the out there. So the runner tagged there. I'm trying to keep up here. The runner tagged. So now nobody's on base. And when they tried to execute the double steal there, Luca Bon Jovi, looks like the ball got away from the third baseman. So it's 6-0 now. You're in the top of inning number 3. 6-0, 1 out, I would suspect. It's a confusing sequence of events if you're not there. On your way to Warner Robins. We'll have a safe trip, Dawn, as they are playing that team from Florida. Good luck. That is one magnificent facility to watch a Little League game in. That is for sure. And again, if you're into Little League baseball, and there's a lot of great action going on right now all around the country. Warner Robins Georgia games are being shown on ESPN Plus. So if you have that, you've got plenty of Little League baseball to watch. 2 strikes to the hitter. Pitch high for a ball. So bases are empty here. I believe Luca got the guy at third. I can't see. The pitch low. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Maybe 3-2. Yep, it was 3-2. So ball 4. Trying to confirm that out here. I don't see a runner at third. If anybody knows, let me know. Carmel Ramey comes in for Virginia. Brady Jensen on the hill. He took over for Blaine Werkheiser this inning. 4 runs in here in the top of the third for Virginia. They lead at 6-0. Curveball. Oh, there is a runner at third. So, okay. So first and third, nobody out. As Luca faked the throw to second on the catcher's indifference, so no stolen base officially. So second and third now with nobody out. Swung on and missed for a strike. One and one. By my count, this is the 8th batter of the inning. For Virginia. Jensen, that ball, they got the runner in a rundown here, and they go to third. There you see him come into your screen. I think he's, they got him. All right, good play there. Looked like he touched that plate. Scared me, man. It looked like he touched that plate before that tag was laid on. So they do get the runner, and a good play by Dom Delgado at second to prevent the 7th run. But on the rundown, runners advance to second and third. It did look like that hand got in there. Thank goodness there's no instant replay. Maybe Luca got him on the shoulder before that hand hit the plate, but that was a bang-bang play for sure. We'll take it, no doubt. We need the out. So we are back to the top of the lineup. This young man singled to reach to start all of this. He's using an awfully small bat, isn't he? How small? It's like a wiffle ball bat he's got in his hand. It's a pitch. Might like the lighter bats. Jensen's 0-1. Curveball drops in for strike 2. Jensen's found the zone with that curveball. 0-2. That thing arcs high, but drops in there nicely.
The 0-2. Yeah. Fastball, Luca wants to ask. And the first base umpire says no. The only reason I know that's because the batter's still standing there. So 1-2. All I can tell you is that one missed. I don't know where it missed, but all I know is that it did. 2-2. That ball is drilled into center field, and that will get over the center fielder's head into the gap. 2 more runs for Virginia will score. It is going to be a ground rule double, and it is 8-0 as Virginia is pulling away here. They have opened this thing up 8-0. They lead it in the top of inning number 3. Two in the first, a 6-run third inning. So we're going to get a pinch runner. Let's try to get some subs in here. Or not. Viera Century Little League is no stranger to being behind and coming back to win games. This young man here walked his last time up. High and inside for a ball. 1-0. Six runs on 4 hits and 1 error so far this inning for Viera. Outside, ball 2. Taking over for a half inning for me coming up is going to be Caleb Brown. As Brady checks the runner. Caleb will jump in the seat here just as soon as this half inning ends for the bottom half of the third inning. That'll be high and inside for ball 3. 3-0. Actually, that's a walk, so I missed a ball somewhere. But that's now first and second. Still just 1 out in the inning. And here comes Dave Jensen, or not. And we may get a pitching change here. All right, so here's the situation here on BSN this morning. Vieira Suntree Little League finds himself in quite a hole here already to start. Down 8-0 in the top of the third inning. 2 runs in the first, 6 in this inning here. And so they're going to have to get the bats going against a very, very good Loudon South Little League team out of Virginia. Jensen is going to stay in, and we'll go from the studios back to Mr. Werkheiser in Broadway, Virginia. A pitch low for a ball. I would imagine that if Brady doesn't get this batter, that this would probably be his final batter. Because if he doesn't get this batter, then the bases are loaded again. And I know Nick didn't want to, Coach Galluzzi didn't want to use too many arms today. The second game, I know in the state game, he used 4 or 5 pitchers. And that was the game with which they were trailing 9-3 in the 6th inning. So they were down by 6. Here they're down by 8. This, I believe, is their biggest deficit of any tournament that they've had to face to this point. So that hit him. So the bases are now loaded. And we'll see if Brady stays in here or elect to go to let Brady. And, you know, they may just let Brady chew up innings, which probably wouldn't be a bad thing. Because they're going to need to scratch, claw, and fight their way out now. This is the heart of the order for Loudon South out of Virginia. Bases loaded, 1 out, 8-0 is the score. Jensen catches the outside corner there for strike 1. This is the 3rd time in the game that Vieira Suntree Little League has loaded the bases, or I'm sorry, Virginia has loaded the bases. High for a ball, 1-1. Don't forget, coming up a little bit later on here today on Brevard Sports Network, we kick off our coverage of youth football. Rockledge 12U taking on Tri-County out of Port St. Lucie. Coming up at 1:30. The pitch, that'll be a strike 2. So 1-2. Oh, is there 2 outs, John? Thanks, bud. Appreciate it, man. I knew there was 1. Caleb Brown will take over here for a half inning for me. That'll be high, ball 2. So we've reached another Deuces Wild situation. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. What will the turn card pitch from number 3, Brady Jensen on the hill be? Will it be ball 3 or will it be out 3? Let's see. Ball is lifted deep into center field. Track, caught, and that'll do it. So 6 runs on 4 hits, 1 error, 3 left. We head to the bottom of inning number 3, and it is 8-0 in favor of Virginia.
Well, actually, I never turned it off, so there I never turned it again, so you're good to go. So go ahead and.
All right. We are here, bottom three, as Suntree Vieira has some work to do. Brady Kearns first to lead off the inning here for Suntree Vieira. Swings at a high pitch for strike one. Got to leave those ones down there. Or you got to leave them up there. If they want to climb the elevator, you got to let it. That one in there for strike two. Count is 0-2. Kearns daps up the plate. Trying to put the ball in a different place and trying to get him to chase down low for ball one. That one in the dirt for ball two. So two waste pitches here. Count is evened up at 2-2. Pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three, and there is out number one for the inning. This will bring us back to the top of the lineup. Number three, Brady Jensen. Jensen awaits the first pitch. Gets a bat on that one, fouls that one back to the fence for strike one. Can't hear. The pitch. That one will get into the gap there between, right there the gap is short, and that'll be a single for Brady Jensen. Next up, Derek Galluzzi. You know, and if you're Centrivier, that's what you need. Look, get base runners and, you know, string some hits together. Galluzzi gets under that one for strike one. One out here in the bottom of the third. As you see right up there on the scoreboard in the corner of your screen. Galluzzi waits. It missed for ball one. Count is 1-1. Runner on first. Galluzzi says, I'm getting out of the way of that one. For ball two. Jensen taking a moderate lead over there at first. And they're going to turn around and check Jensen. He'll get back in time. Swing and a miss for strike two. Count is evened up at 2-2. Jensen over again, taking another small lead over at first. And they check Brady, and he gets back there in time. Pitcher will step off. Two pitch. In there for strike three. And he will go down looking on strikes. 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the third. Next up to bat, Caden Doherty. Check that, we have a substitution. Cayenne Crockett. Number 13. Coach. So Cayenne Crockett getting his first swing of the game. And he'll look at ball one. Kicks. Thought about it, but the umpire will call a strike. Count is 1-1 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Brady Jensen over on first. You see him creep into your screen. That ball is high for ball two. That one in the dirt for ball three. Count is 3-1. You know, you get on base any way you can, and again, you want to try to string some hits together. Crockett looks at the 3-1 and swings at a pitch low in the zone. And the count is run full. Full count, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. And that will be strike 3. So, Hawks get one hit and leave the man stranded. We head to the top of the 4th with your score. Virginia 8. Florida with work to do. Brady Jensen taking his warm-up pitches. So we head here to the top of the 4th inning. Virginia up 8-0. Final warm-up toss is set. Right now, you just got to control the controllables. Control what you can control. Throw good pitches, play good defense, and hope some things fall in your favor. Jensen winds, fires. And that ball will be fouled off for strike 1. Jensen kicks, fires. They'll call that ball 1. The 1-1. That one high and inside for ball 2. The 2-1. Up high for ball 3. Jensen. That'll be called strike 2. It's good for the goose, is good for the gander. Jensen on the 3-2. That'll be hit to short. And are you kidding me? We've had no signal issues all day. So, folks, we're going to try to... don't go anywhere. We're going to sit right here with this stream. We are going to... We're going to sit right here. We got you here on the stream, live in studio. Caleb Brown here. We wait for Mr. Werkheiser to do whatever he can. Look, we are lucky to have gotten this far without any signal issues. They're up. You saw the beautiful picture of mountains in the background. Just a gorgeous view. All right, as we work back, he has ended the stream. But I'm going to be confident here, and I'm going to say probably got the out. Michael King, this is taking place in Broadway, Virginia. We're just waiting for, trying to find the stream back up here. Hitting the refresh button. Just give you all an idea. Coming up later today on the Brevard Sports Network, following this game, the later afternoon, or early afternoon, I should say, about 1:30, we're going to have Rockledge Youth Football. That's right, it's football season, and we have youth football here on the Brevard Sports Network as the Rockledge Raiders look to take on the Tri-County Cobras. And if you know anything about just the two divisions, we will have the 12U game at 1:30. There's something about that Tri-County that try to come up to Brevard County, and they're good. But I got faith in the 3-2-1. I got faith in Rockledge Little League. I spent a lot of time down there with them in my high school days, so it's going to be a fun one. You're not going to want to miss it. As Mr. Werkheiser is still, look, we have been very fortunate up until this point to not have had signal issues whatsoever. Yes. I mean, but look, inevitably when you're up there and, near the mountains, inevitably something like this is going to come up. So, again, stay right here. We got you covered. The moment the game goes back on live, boom, we are right here. See, there's a picture of the guys up there. And just what a journey it's been up to this point. going over to Hudson and covering them while they were over in Hudson for the state tournament. It was such a fun time for both Alan and I. See, according to the comments there, 8-4, top of the fourth. Waiting to see if anyone is commenting anything. If anyone's up there watching this stream, can give us any updates on what's going on. Again, stay right here, folks. We're trying everything in our power, and he's doing everything in his power to get the game back on. Mr. Workeiser's been just and again, look, you have to deal with a lot of different things. It could have been phone overheating. It could be anything from signal issues, phone device overheating. Again, we're back here in studio. Again, trying to work through, get this stream back up for you. Trying to find it. If you staying here on the Brevard Sports Network, some awesome things going up last night. Checking out the Palm Bay Pirates' awesome new gym floor. Big ceramic changes have been made at Palm Bay High during the summer, and I would highly suggest right here on the page to go one post just below ours, just below this stream right here. I mean, it is a beautiful. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and let you have a look. It is a gorgeous court. As we are awaiting stream to come back on. And, again, we we are back, folks.
You lost the stream?
Yeah, but we just got it back on.
All right, you want me to take it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so it looks as if Suntree Vieira has gotten out of the inning. I don't know if any runs were scored, but I'm going to assume with the quickness that inning happened, we're going to assume it's 8-0.
And I'll check the feed to see if Kearns put up any comments. He generally keeps us updated. Western part of the state. Well, he's in the western part of the state.
All right, so we're in the bottom.
Broadway, Virginia is okay. So here's where Broadway is. I lived in Harrisonburg. All right. So
All right.
here's what you can tell everybody. Broadway is right outside of Harrisonburg, Virginia. It's a ski resort town.
Okay, so Broadway, Virginia is a ski resort town just outside of Harrisonburg.
James Madison University is the big campus there.
James Madison University, which is where Melbourne softball graduate Kyla Berry will be attending softball. All right. Now it's bat number 4, Brody Vogel. And that ball will be popped up. And that will be out number 3. So Suntree Vieira scores no runs, and we head to the top of the 5th, where now if Virginia scores 2 runs and gets gets 3 outs, they can so it is key right now for Vieira Suntree to not give up any more runs. And you're probably thinking, well, duh, Caleb, that's kind of the obvious. Well, I'm also known for stating the obvious, so ask Alan. And we have now more signal issues. We're gonna stay right here for a little bit, see if we can get it back. Again, it is tough. I'll wait here. Again, Mr. Werkheiser's been awesome at trying to fight this signal, trying to get it back, and we're going to wait and see if anyone's commented anything. That's been taken down. We're going to keep refreshing and back here live in studio. See if I can press some buttons, make some things magically happen. Coming up later today here on the Brevard Sports Network, youth football returns. The Tri-County Cobras and the Rockledge Raiders live from James Allen Goins Field. Right there on Cogswell. Lots of great things here on the Brevard Sports Network. You know, beachwave volleyball, doing mini club tryouts. Information all along here on the Brevard Sports Network. We're going to jump over here. Right. Michael King says it's a small rural town feel. Can connect with nature. Yeah, and upon connecting with nature, you get away from the cell phone towers and then you run into issues like this. Which, hey, it happens. Just keep refreshing. Just keep refreshing. Refreshing, freshing, freshing. Kind of like Dory, just the ADHD squirrel takes over. So yeah, folks, this is where we're at. Don't go anywhere. The moment he goes back live, it will be right up on your screen. Haha, we are live. Great job by Mr. Werkheiser to There we go. We got you back. And that will end the inning. was a runner. There was a man stranded on second. So let's hope. So let's see. Bottom of the fifth. Trying to get a score confirmation real quick. Believe it's still 8-0. All right, so Vieira held him scoreless. So it's 8-0 here in the bottom of the fifth. So the Hawks live to fight another inning. Whoever the DJ is up there is choosing some interesting music. Little Coolio and Gangsta's Paradise. All right, we'll wait to see who comes up for Suntree Vieira. It's like it'll be a... He hides behind the catcher. Number 99, Nick Cunningham, leading off the inning. Cunningham awaits the first pitch. And we begin with the circles. But the stream still stays. Count was 0-1. Pitch. That one up for ball one. Count is 1-1. Fires in there for strike two. And folks, we can't control the signal is being battled, so if it goes blurry, not much we can do about that. Okay, so now apparently that's strike two, so the other one must have been a ball. Count is 2-2, I believe. Very well could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Swing and miss, strike three, and that'll be an out. Coming up next to bat, substitution, number 9, Cammy Potts coming in batting for Luca Bon Jovi. Potts awaits the first pitch. That one out of the zone for ball one. One looked a bit inside, but it's not my call. It's the umpire's. The umpire calls strike one. And there's a line shot up the middle, and will go down as a... That'll go down as an out. Apparently, they beat her out, and I don't know how. That was a strong throw. Another substitution coming in for Kearns is number 7, Owen Staharzik. Staharzik will foul that first pitch off for strike 1. Pitcher comes, sets, fires. Foul tip for strike 2. 0-2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Staharzik doing his best Bee Gees impression. I won't sing, I promise. No one's ears will start combusting. Staharzik waits on the 0-2, and that one will be popped up to second base. Second baseman comes in, snags the 3rd out, and we head to the top of the 6th. No runs on no hits, no errors. We head to the top of 6 with your score. Virginia 8, Vsll Vs Little League with work to do. All right, we have a change. We have a new pitcher on the mound for Vsll Vs. Nathan Burris will now take the hill. Right. Alan makes a fantastic point. Coach Galluzzi tore that Achilles in celebrating a win with his squad at the state tournament in the state semifinal game. Comes back the next day, coaching third base. And he is a trooper. So Burris on the hill. That pitch high for ball 1. And doing the catching now is number 9, Cammy Potts. Burris the 0-1, and that one hits it to short. Got away from him, and that will go down as an error for the shortstop. He just went to pick it up, and it bounced off the top of the glove. So runner on first, no outs. And that one will be popped up. And that will be fair. Potts down to second. And they will not get the tag in time. Runners now on first and second. And that one, the ball was popped up. And Potts was looking for it. And it might have lost it in the sun. So runners on first and second with no outs. And you just feel for Cammy in that position. And that one will be fouled off for strike one. And we have circles. It's okay. Signal issues. Folks, it was eventually going to happen. Look, you don't go through the stretch we'd gone through. At one point during his first live, we went over an hour. The page isn't available. Hold on. Okay, folks, no problem. We're just the beauty of live broadcast. Anything can happen. You roll with the flow, and you just keep on rolling. All right, as we keep on working here. And as we're waiting for this to load back up, I'll talk about it. I can't wait for this fall sports season. We are here. I've been waiting for it. It's going to be really fun. Everything from bowling to, volleyball. How does Merritt Island look this year after their exodus of seniors that graduated? If Vieira Century Little League does not come back to win, they will face the winner of North Carolina and Tennessee tomorrow. Thank you, Alan, for that update. Appreciate it. All right, we are back. All right, so I don't see a runner on second. So that one in there for a ball. Burris kicks, fires. That'll be a grounder to second. Over to first. And that will end the inning. So we head to the bottom of 6. Wait for a score confirmation. The game tomorrow would be at noon. So if Century Vieira does not come back and win this, they will play the winner of North Carolina and Tennessee tomorrow at noon. And, of course, we're going to attempt to do what we've been doing today and yesterday right here on the Brevard Sports Network. Virginia 8. Vsll Suntree with work to do in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, so how about Nate Burris coming in and continuing to hold them scoreless? If Vsll Suntree comes back to win, they would be off tomorrow. Number 44, substitution, Zach Alarashi. Zach gets into one. And a beautiful play on the ball by the right fielder. And that'll be out number 1. On most outfielders, that is still a single. Al Rashi is standing on first base, but the right fielder there got a great jump on the ball and got the throw out. Now up number 24, Derek Galluzzi. All right, so its count is 2-0 on Galluzzi. In there for strike 1. Count is 2-1. And going to attempt to wait for signal. And we lost that video, so BSN's in-game stat. Vsll Suntree Little League has won 3 of their past 5 games in walk-off fashion. Look, these kids can do it. These kids have the capability.
Stay there on that page and review what happens if they lose. They'll play tomorrow at noon, and they'll play the winner between North Carolina and Tennessee.
Got it. So, again, if Vsll Suntree cannot come back, they will face the winner of North Carolina and Tennessee tomorrow at noon. And if they do come back and win, they would be off tomorrow. So, look, anything can happen. All right, it's Baseball can be a crazy game. And these kids have proven it. All right, we're back. Dom Delgado at the plate. And he'll tap this one up. And that will end the inning. We head to the top of the 7th with your score. Virginia 8. Vieira Suntree Little League with work to do. Todd Werkheiser has done a fantastic job battling the signal, and thank you for hanging in there for us. It's not easy. It's as someone who has dealt with that on several instances, and you have someone there working with you, trying their best to help you get signal back. It's a kind of stressful, to be honest with you, because we want to bring you these games. We want to bring you them in their entirety. So we know exactly what he's going through, and it's not fun for anybody involved. I'll say that. Here we go, top of 7. Burris on the hill. Kicks, fires. In there, swing and a miss for strike 1. That one low and in the dirt for ball 1. Count is 1-1. Yes, Alan, I just love it when you're stressed. It's the greatest feeling in the world. And that one fouled off for ball 2. I'm sure our viewers also love it when you're stressed and I'm trying to solve issues live on air. Kicks, fires. That one outside for ball 2. Two and two here. Burris fires. Strike 3. Nathan Burris with the strikeout. And that'll be out number 1. That pitch high for ball 1. One zero. Swing and a miss for strike one. Count is 1-1 with 1 out. That one outside, ball 2. And that one will be popped up and caught by the shortstop for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here for Vieira Century. And look, the last time we saw Nate Burris on the hill, it was in the state tournament championship game in which during the batting order he was substituted for batting. And the team they were playing, when he got reinserted back into pitch, the team they were playing wanted the call to Williamsport because they thought he couldn't come back in. And yeah, so Nate talks about it in the interview we did at their car wash, and it was a classic. All right, so that's strike 2. Count is 0-2. Kicks, and that one will be popped up to left field, and that'll be out number 3. So Century Vieira down to their final 3 outs of regulation. We head to the bottom 7. Your score, Virginia 8, Vieira Century, with lots of work to do. Again, I'll go ahead and remind everybody, should Century Vieira come back and win this, they are off tomorrow. Should they not be able to pull the comeback off, they will play the winner of North Carolina and Tennessee tomorrow at noon. Again, we've seen Century Vieira pull some rabbits out of the hat before. They've won 3 of their last 5 in walk-off fashion. Alan says, it's the Cardiac Kids time. Now, this pitcher here for Virginia, it was last said he's at 79 pitches. So, Vieira's been in this situation before, where they've outlasted a pitcher for his pitch count, and, oh, wow. Don't worry, folks. We're coming back right there. Boom. We're back. Don't go nowhere. We're right here, on top of it all. And up to bat, number 5, Blaine Werkheiser. Leading off the inning. That one in there for strike 1. That one low. 1-1. If you're Werkheiser here, you make him throw your pitch. Ball is up. Count is 2-1. See on the BSN scoreboard. 2-1. In there for strike 2. Kick fires. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Werkheiser will go down swinging. Brody Vogel next to the plate. Oh. Apparently I was wrong. That was ball 4, and Werkheiser has got himself on base. Now coming in at number 8, Nathan Burris. So Werkheiser gets on first base on walk. That one called strike 1. Exactly, here we go. Werkheiser. Small lead over at first. And Burris with a bunt down the first base line. And he'll get tagged out. I mean, he did a job. He got Werkheiser over to second. I can update it here on the scoreboard. There's one out. Next up to bat, number 99, Nick Cunningham. Unfortunately, that bunt just straight to the first baseman, who charged it and played it perfectly. Cunningham looks at strike 1. Runner on second. And that one will be fouled back to the fence. Strike 2. Cunningham has the ability to put this ball in the outfield. And he looks at strike 3. Final out. Next up to bat, Cammy Potts. Ball 1. Alan says Nate did his best Javi Baez impression there. So Potts, 1-0. Runner at second. Kicks, fires. And Werkheiser is going to try to steal third. The ball got away. Play at the plate. Safe. And Santry Vieira is showing signs of life. They won't be shut out. So what happened is Werkheiser went to steal third. The throw got away from the third baseman, and the throw was not in time to the plate. Werkheiser comes in to score, and it's 8-1. Count is 2-0 on Potts. I believe that's 3-0. In case of ties in pool play, runs do matter. So what may seem insignificant if they lose actually does hold significance if a possible tie comes up. Wow, and that hit the strike zone somewhere. Count is 3-1 with 2 outs. 8-1. That one scored on a double steal. Swing, and that'll be strike 2. Coming up after the game, stay tuned. Alan will come back here and recap everything for us and let everybody know what's going on. Three, two outs. And the bat stayed on her shoulder. Vieira Suntree Little League will fall to Virginia 8-1. Stay tuned right here. Alan Slaughters is going to jump in and let everybody know what is going on.
All right, so Vieira Suntree Little League falls their first loss in either district, sectional, state, or regional play. And so what that means is they'll fall to 1-1 in the southeast regions up in Broadway, Virginia. So that means that they won't get the day off tomorrow. They will play. So we've got some schedule reshuffling to do here on Brevard Sports Network. Their game tomorrow will be at noon. You'll see it right here on BSN. And they will face the winner of either Tennessee or North Carolina tomorrow. They're going to have to win tomorrow. That's what it boils down to. So they give up 2 in the first. The big inning, that third inning for Virginia, in which they sent 12 batters to the plate, scoring 6 runs, and didn't score another run after that third inning, but VSLL couldn't get the bats going today. So stay tuned. Coming up here in about 2 hours here on Brevard Sports Network, we kick off our youth football season, as we'll be up at James Allen Goins Field for Rockledge 12U, as they will take on the Tri-County Cobras out of Port St. Lucie. I want to thank Caleb Brown, and of course I want to thank Todd Werkheiser in Broadway, Virginia. So for Todd Werkheiser, for Caleb Brown, I'm Alan Slaughterzinski. Once again, your final score, Virginia 8, Vieira Suntree Little League 1. We'll see you tomorrow at about 11:50 right here on Brevard Sports Network. Have a great day.